Sculpting thing. Signs a prospect isn't going to buy / order from your Etsy shop. Hello, dear internet stranger who may or may not have a side hustle, business, Etsy shop, Redbubble page, etc. You've been there. You receive a message from a fan or Etsy or a DM on your Instagram. Oh my gosh, I love your work. I would love to buy it. I have a couple of questions. Your customer service reps takes over and responds to the inquiries. They want to know if you offer fast shipping or if you could tweak something. You reply with however you do the thing, you know. Then radio silence. Weeks turns into months. At this point, you know what's up. Fudge. Dreaded flaky prospect. So, I've had a ton of these in types. No offense to flaky prospects. I believe everyone flakes out on things one time or another. I think as artists, it can feel more personal, you know. Put a lot into your artwork. It's a piece of you. So to protect your artist's heart and sanity, I've come up with some signs that someone may flake out on you. This isn't to say that if someone fits all or one of these that they will flake. It is a guide. This also isn't mentioning choosing beggar types or people who just say they like your work. Again, I want to stress, this is not the person who just upvotes your picture or favorites your thing on Etsy. This is not that person. This is the person who sends you a direct message with intentions of purchasing. With the person who asks what your prices is and collects your contact information on a business card. This is for that type of person. So, number one sign. Number one of three, I should say. They don't give you a specific time frame when they intend to buy. When someone says they're looking to buy on this paycheck, usually most people get their paychecks on Fridays or whatnot, it gives you an expectation on when to start the process. I found that flakes tend to be very vague when they want to buy / own your work. They can be very detailed about how they want it, how large they want it, what colors, but they don't really tend to have a very good idea of when they want it. I want to put a down payment this Friday, this coming paycheck. I need this by my niece's birthday, which is in the middle of March, and it's currently the end of January. Flakes typically don't really give that much. They don't think about it. So my next sign of a flake is they don't follow up after the initial concept. So me personally, as an artist, as a business person, I don't reach out to people who reach out to me about buying. I'm not the type to email you or text you asking if you're still interested. I feel like if someone wants something, they'll get it. They postpone the date of buying or ordering a thing multiple times. So, twofold. They just completely ghost you after that. Maybe they just lost interest. Maybe life happens. Sometimes you would have the best of intentions and then you forgot about 20 million bills or something came up. You know, stuff does happen. No offense. You can't take it too personally. Okay, that just happens. So what I like to do, or what I would tell myself to do, would be give the person about a 2 weeks chance. I usually say 2 weeks because it's like a typical pay period time to see if they stick to ordering. So if someone says, I'm going to get it this Friday, and then they're like, oh, something came up, I give them another 2 weeks. And after that, in my mind, I put them in the likely a flake category in my mind. Doesn't mean that I'm not willing to work with them. I basically pretty much say they didn't exist as a customer. It's just the way I deal with it. So my last thing is they have a sob story of why they can't make a purchase. So I feel like as an artist, it is important to be professional and business. You can be a little fun and games a little bit here and there. But if you get the person who says they're going to buy from you, then they go into a whole spiel about how they just broke up with their boyfriend, they just got out of jail, they've been dealing with a whole bunch of drama with their friends, and a whole bunch of shit that ain't related to what you're talking, what this, like, ma'am, you were going to buy a crocheted stuffed animal with me. Like, no offense. Like, I hope things work out for you, but I'm not your therapist. So I think that these are the type of people who are flaking you because they genuinely got some shit going on in their life. So you should really just like cut that loss. So those are like 3 of the like main things that I would say are signs that I can think of that someone may flake. And another thing, bonus thing, is sometimes people genuinely forget. I mean, I really feel like we've all been there as a flake. So I don't think that there's anything like wrong with being a flake, or like flakes are the worst, or oh my god, flakes are like ridiculous. But I think it's important to kind of guard yourself as an artist so you don't get your hopes up too high, or you can end up like where I was a few years ago, where, you know, I got to a point where I got so many flakes that I just completely shut my whole art stuff down. Like, I just did not allow anybody in. So it's a healthy balance, basically. Well, if you have anything else, or you can think of anything that you can think of that might match that, I'd love to hear your opinion. I know this is probably going to be seen by like 3 people in my stuffed animals. My stuffed animals are super supportive. You know what? That just makes it sound like I should be in an insane asylum. Subscribe, please.